plaintiff, Alexus Towner, claims her ex asked her to take out a payday loan and promised to pay it off himself, but never did. She's suing for $5,000. Defendant, Dominique Jefferson, claims the plaintiff wanted to take out the loan. And now that they've broken up, she's suing him out of spite. He says he owes her nothing.
And nothing but the truth?
Yes.
This is case number 228 on the docket, Towner versus Jefferson.
Okay, and welcome to both of you. We have the plaintiff here, Ms. Towner.
Yes.
And you are suing your, what you say, ex-boyfriend, Dominique Jefferson?
Yes.
For $5,000 for breach of contract.
Yes.
Whoa, what was the contract? That he would get his face tattooed?
No.
No, go ahead.
He's my ex-boyfriend, but he's also the father of my kids. We have 2 kids together.
Oh, wonderful.
About a year ago, me and the kids, we went with him to get a loan, and it was like 2 different kinds of loans. But we thought, like, you know, the qualifications was that you had to be working. But when he went up there to try and get the loan, the qualification was that you needed to also have a bank account. He didn't have a bank account, so that's when I became like a candidate to get the loan. And so they, you know, they was like, oh, does she have a bank account? You know,
so
they just want to give the loan to anybody.
Yeah.
That was the only qualification that you needed, a bank account, basically. So he asked me like, oh, you have a bank account, like, do you want to get the loan? And I expressed that I didn't want to get the loan because, number one, I couldn't afford it. I wasn't working at the time.
Yeah.
Not only that, I wasn't working, but those loans are horrible. Like,
Well, can I see?
for example,
Yeah, what did you?
But here's the loan right here.
Here you are, Judge.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, it is
It's
horrible.
I'm telling you.
You borrowed $3,000.
I agreed to the $3,000. First of all, I didn't even get the full $3,000. They're like, oh, so you signed up for $3,000. First of all, the loan itself it's called a high interest loan, like that. Like,
Well, let me tell you about that. I can cut it short here. Based on the finance charges, your total payments
will be
over the time of the loan will be $14,507.
And when she handed me the paper, after she told me I was going to.
Why did you take it?
Because I was.
He's not that good looking. Oh man.
But that's what I'm saying. That's
Okay.
where the agreement happened. That's where the agreement came in. Because, like I said, he was working at the time. I was not.
How are you now paying off this loan? Do they take money out of your bank account?
Do they? Yes, they do.
They do. Sure, that's how they get you.
So
that's why the only thing they care about is if you have a... let this be a warning to everybody.
So I still have that bank account. Most of the payments were being taken out of my bank account, but a few payments...
$160 a month about, right?
No, not a month, every 2 weeks.
A week, excuse me, every 2 weeks.
Exactly, every 2 weeks. I called maybe the end of June. I owed $2,800 and like
$84. I got that here.
$84 or something like that. I asked them how much have I paid. They told me that I paid $2,518 and some cents. I pretty much paid the loan off already.
Well,
Almost.
if it were just that, but they charged the interest.
Exactly. So that's where the amount came from.
So
that's already within itself more than what he's being sued for.
I get that.
They didn't explain all that to me.
But let's just talk, because this suit is right now just between you two, not with the bank or the loan association, etc. What was the reason you wanted the money?
To take care of our family.
Okay.
We needed diapers, we needed wipes, we needed other things around the house.
But they wouldn't give it to you, so she signed.
Yes.
So she's coming to court and saying, hey, and you're not even together now, she's on this loan, they're taking $160 out every 2 weeks. You should pay her back for the loan that she signed because you wanted it.
Yeah, well, she's basically just suing me because she's jealous.
Well, I'll let you explain what she's jealous about, but then I'll tell you afterwards. It doesn't matter what the motive is. But go ahead. She's jealous. Explain that.
Basically, this whole situation is just over other females.
Oh, does she have grounds? Of course she does. Okay, so...
I mean, basically, she just want to be my only female, and, like, that's just unrealistic. Like, that'll never happen.
Oh, man.
Like, look at me.
Where did that idea ever... Oh, can you imagine her wanting you to be faithful? Do you think that's strange?
I'm just being honest.
I know you're being, and I appreciate your honesty. It's not helping your case, but I appreciate your honesty. So that may very well be the motive. But I'm not here to advise you. You ought to get back to the mother of your children here. But anyway, there's a loan that you wanted. The bank wouldn't give it to you, so you're still with her. So she goes and she helps you out by putting her name on it. And now she's in a horrible bind because of, now you're telling me that the loan, even though you wanted the loan, it's really for your family.
It was originally supposed to be for us.
So I got an idea, since, and that's very nice of you, since it's for, quote, us, for our family, then you two should split what is for your family, because they're your kids, right?
Yes.
So if the loan was to take care of your children, why should she be the only one bearing the cost of that loan? They're taking care of your kids too, so you should pay half of it. I think that's only fair.
I don't agree.
Why? Why? Under what theory?
Because, I mean, she's just trying to use this loan as control.
Let's say that's true.
You can't use money to control somebody.
Her suit is not an issue of who has control. You can go on with the other woman if you want to. That's your business. But if you have an obligation to pay for something which your children benefit from, and she signed the loan, it has nothing to do with what her motives are. You owe for that.
Everything was good at first. The relationship was good at first. But then when the money situation started happening, then that's when we have all the problems.
I get why she may be doing it. You could be right. I don't know for sure, but let's say you're right. Even if you're right, it doesn't mean you don't have to pay your debts. You know, you could go to a grocery store. The guy there doesn't like you. You still got to pay for the groceries. It's not, well, he just doesn't like me. That's why he's charged. It doesn't matter.
He's not going to tell you that she crashed my car?
Let me answer that. If that is the case, then you have an action there. That's not before me. There's no countersuit here. The only thing before me is that loan. So I'm not telling you you don't have other causes of action if you want to take them. I'm saying the only thing before me is
I wasn't tripping on her about the car, so why is she tripping on me about the loan?
Well, that's between you two to talk it out, but it's not a legal issue.
Your Honor, can I speak, please?
Oh, fine. No.
Please, I'm sorry. Okay. First of all, I don't believe that, because number one, I've already paid pretty much all of that amount. So I don't feel like he should be responsible for half the loan, first of all. And second of all, I also have proof, which is text messages between us.
Wait. You are responsible for half of it.
Some diapers.
No, you're not getting out of it either.
Some diapers. But, okay, so I'm not, how in any way am I getting out of it when I've been paying for it for 3 years?
I agree, I'm on your side.
And these are text messages here. These are text messages from him stating that he's going to pay it. And then diapers and some wipes.
See what
where
I'm
the rest
saying?
of the
She
money?
crazy.
Where did
like she print out text messages, she go through my phone.
Well, because there's a lawsuit, so she wants to have the
I
evidence.
have to present evidence.
I know. I'm not going to read you that.
Like
where did the rest of the money go? He bought 2 or 3 boxes of diapers. Diapers are like $20 and some wipes. Come on now. Where did the rest of the money go?
We get cases like this every day in terms of relationships going south. And whenever a relationship breaks apart for whatever the reason, no matter who's at fault, when relationships, there's always this who owes whom what. Now, here's the deal. When you're in a relationship, in relationships, love takes over at the time, and you're in it. And when relationships go south, people get hurt. Bank accounts are broken, and so are hearts. That's what really happens. So there is pain here on both sides because of this breakup that wouldn't have been there if there is no breakup. That's true. But that's true of any relationship. So I am saying, on this loan, which you as a grown-up, while you were together, agreed to sign. I think it was crazy to sign it. I told you that. I think you got ripped off, no question. But you signed it. And you must take half of that responsibility that you started this whole thing in the first place about let's get the loan. And whatever her motive is, the motive doesn't matter. You're both the parents. You have your kids. You ought to share in this. So I'm fining for the plaintiff in the sum of $2,500. Hey, YouTube, check out my new show, Judge Jerry. Now, for sneak preview and behind-the-scenes footage, subscribe to my channel now.